Hey, this will be a video chart on XMDC, Xtrend Med Corporation. I did this one a few days ago, and for the people that did end up loading up here at the 50-day simple moving average, congratulations, got a nice move up today. My guess would be news, I'm not real sure, but seeing how the volume just exploded and hasn't been this big since back here in mid-November, my guess would be there's something probably like news or something like that. But I want to get this updated. Got a bunch of requests for it. I can see why. Lots of volume, lots of eyes on it today. So I just want to get things quickly updated. Video won't be too extensive or anything like that. But nonetheless, there are a few updates that should be made. The first thing is right here. Last time I did the video, kind of drew this pattern here, and you can see that once again this trend line here has knocked the price back down, kind of like it did here. The bulls got above it for a while, but by the time the close had come, the price had fallen back within this trend line. So this trend line here really still is the key resistance that the bulls need to break and then pull away from. It's one thing to get above it, but you got to be able to pull away or close above it in order to pull away. So even if you had one close, this is one of these trend lines where you're going to need a few closes to really have considered it broken. But what I think happened today, and it's not going to prevent the stock from moving because fundamentals and so forth will ultimately drive everything. But probably a lot of people were buying in down here because it was a risk versus reward play. They got the pop, so the chart players, day traders, whatever you want to call them down here, got their pop, and then we're slowly taking profits through the day. Um, there might have also been, somebody who had a large position that was, maybe green or a little bit and decided to get out. But whatever had happened, very clearly, there was slow profit taking the whole day after it had gapped up here and then made its move. Now, from a daily chart perspective, there's still hope. I mean, there's the chart's still bullish. It would have definitely been more bullish had you gotten a green day today. But it's the reason I can still call it bullish, and I'm justified to do so is twofold, actually threefold. First, if I zoom in close, we have this gray line here. This is the 10-day simple moving average. You can see that we still closed above that. We're still closing above the 50-day simple moving average, and we're still above this support level here. Now, to be fair, this day in itself was bearish. I mean, there's no doubt about this. This is not the sort of day you want to see. But collectively, when you put all the days together and put the whole chart together, there's still hope left for the chart to be able to turn around. Will it have a lot of work to do? Yes, it will. The candle clearly shows downwards pressure, but at the same time, I've seen plenty of charts where you get something like this, and then you get a few sideways days happen, and then they finally make their move. Will that be the case here? I don't know. Is it possible? Yep, it is, but we're going to need to see some, bullish action here in terms of just the price being able to sustain itself. But overall, it's showing that there's still people out there watching. If there weren't, a volume day like this would have never been able to be possible. But nonetheless, this trend line still is remaining kind of a pain in the neck to the stock. So we'll just have to kind of see what happens here and how it reacts with the remainder of the week and then next week too. Wanted a quick pull up the 30-minute chart. So you can see what happened. Here's that trend line, and this is from the daily chart. So we got the break above it, and then the price came down. Tried to maintain it here, but just couldn't. And then the last pretty much hour and a half finally pushed away from it and separated back down. So it's good that the price was able to get above it. I'm sure it weakened up this area here, but we do need to get separated from it. But this the 30-minute does a good little job of kind of showing that how it started strong that first half an hour and then slowly kind of gotten weakened and then finally fell back down here. But nonetheless, overall, volume is one of those things that you want to see stay strong. With a strong volume day like this, hopefully that means that there's still lots of eyes on it. But a big volume day in red, not the most favorable thing. But the one thing going, as I mentioned, is you're still above the moving averages, still above this support level. Had you had a big volume day like this and the price crashing through all these levels, that would have been really bad. But you only had a red day, but it did maintain above these moving averages. So we'll have to see what the rest of this week brings. But from the daily chart perspective, you just want to see these support levels hold because you are still within this consolidation pattern here from a longer term view. If there are any other questions on the chart, please shoot me a message and I'll do my best to help you out. I'd also encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and check out the free or sign up for the free newsletter, You'll be sent a free ebook, which has been getting good reviews. And with your subscription of the newsletter, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And best part is it's all free, so it's definitely worth signing up and checking it out. One more time, this was XMDC. Thanks for listening.